Hello everyone, my name is Sushil. Welcome to my channel TA6QA, where TA stands for Test Automation. Today in this video we are going to discuss about PyCharm. So PyCharm is an integrated development environment IDE which used to write a Python program. In upcoming videos we are going to start writing the Python program, and also we are going to start automating the web applications using Python and Selenium. So then are we using the notepad to write the Python program? No. We are going to use the standard IDE like PyCharm. PyCharm provides you intelligent code editor where you can write a Python program, you can debug the program and run the program. Also you can install the third-party plugins, Python packages, also you can configure the virtual environment. Also you can upload your code to the version control like Git, etc. etc. The PyCharm has lot many features. The PyCharm is available in two editions. One is professional edition, second is community edition. So community edition is free and open source. If you are new to Python or beginner in Python, I suggest you to use the standard IDE like PyCharm so that when you join some IT company, it will not be unknown to you. So let me show you how to install the PyCharm and how to configure the PyCharm so that you can start practicing the Python code. I'm not forcing you to use only PyCharm. You can use any IDE where you feel comfortable and start practicing the Python programming. So let's see how to use the PyCharm.
Open a browser. I'm using Chrome browser. Type PyCharm. So this is the link where you can download the PyCharm. Click on download PyCharm and then select this community edition because it's free and open source. Just click on download. So download is already started. Okay, so download is successfully completed. Just click on this. So you can see here, this is the community edition. So click on next. So this is the destination folder. You can always change that using browse button. Click on next. If you select this option, PyCharm shortcut will be available on your desktop. If you select this option, then you can open the PyCharm from command prompt. Update context menu helps you to be able to right click on any folder in your computer and select the option to open this folder as a project in the PyCharm. If you select .py associations, then you can open the Python program file directly in the PyCharm. Then click on next. Just click on install. Okay, the PyCharm installation is successfully finished. You can reboot your system right now, or you can do that manually later also. Okay, just click on finish. After successful installation of the PyCharm, you can see PyCharm shortcut is created on the desktop. Also, you can open the PyCharm from the command prompt. Like by simply typing PyCharm. This happens because we have selected update path variable options while installation of the PyCharm. Now let's create our first Python project using a PyCharm. I'm going to click on PyCharm. Okay, now you can see there are two options, config or installation folder. You can provide the configuration or you can provide the installation folder if you already have a Python project in your machine. Or what you can do, if you can just copy that particular Python project from the other system to this system, then you can particularly choose this option if you want to do that. Otherwise, let's click do not import setting because I don't have any Python project in this system now. Here you can select the theme. I always go with the light theme because I'm comfortable with the light theme. Click on the feature plugin. This dialog shows you if you want to install some feature plugin, then you can download those kind of plugins. Okay, now let's click on start using PyCharm. Open your existing project or download the project from the version control like a Git. So we will see these two options upcoming tutorials. For now, let's create a new project. When you click on create button, it's going to create a project with this minimal setup. You should always understand what are the meanings of this label. This is asking you to provide the location where you want to create your project. So I want to create my project in the C drive, somewhere inside the C drive. You should always give the proper meaningful name for your project directory. I'm going to create automation project exercise. Okay. Inside this directory, again I'm going to create another directory like Python selenium behave. Okay, so this is my location where I'm going to create my Python project. There are two options here. One is using a virtual environment or having existing interpreter. If you select this virtual environment, as part of my previous video tutorials, I have already explained what is virtual environment, how to use virtual environment and how to create a virtual environment. Using some commands, we have created the virtual environment. But the PyCharms provides you the user interface where you can simply but the PyCharm provides you the user interface where you can create a virtual environment. So when you select this, create a new virtual environment, what it is asking you to the location where you want to create a virtual environment. So this is our base location for the project, and it's going to create one more directory, that is venv, as part of this location. And the base interpreter is nothing but your Python EXE. On this machine, there are two Python versions installed, 3.9 and 3.8. So I'm going with 3.9. If this is not populated with the path, means there is no Python installation available in your system, or sometimes it will be the empty. So what you need to do, you need to just click on these three dots and you can manually provide the path where your python.exe located. Okay. As part of my previous video tutorial, I have explained how to install a Python. If you select this option, inherit global site packages, then what is going to happen? This particular virtual environment will copy all the packages from global packages to this local virtual environment. Make this virtual environment available to all the projects. Then this virtual environment will get shared among all different projects. Just simply select existing interpreter. See here, there is no interpreter selected. So what you can do, you can simply click on these three dots and it is telling you interpreter is available on this location. But I don't want to use this Python interpreter from this location. What I can do, I can assign the path where the Python exe is available. Let me search for program files. Inside the program files, you can search for Python. See, there are two different Python versions. I want to go with Python 3.9. Then I can select python.exe as my Python interpreter and you can click on OK. Using these settings, you can create a virtual environment along with the specific version of Python interpreter. So let's go with this, because it's always good to create a virtual environment so that you can isolate your project dependencies. Let's click on create. If you are interested, you can read these tips by simply clicking next tips, next tip, next tip. Okay, so this is the first main.py program generated by the PyCharm when you created your Python project first time. On this left side, you can see the project structure. This is the name of our project directory. So this is the virtual environment. In the upcoming videos, we are going to start writing our Python code. Using this play button, you can simply run this program. So it has printed hi PyCharm. From here, I can pass like welcome to channel TA Basics. This is the console where you can see output of your program. Okay, now I'll show you how to install the plugins. So you can click on file, settings, and you can search for plugins. In this section, you can search for specific plugin. Let me install Gherkin plugin. This plugin will be required when we start writing automation scripts using Behave. Just click on install. So this is installed successfully. Just click on OK. Now I'll show you how to install the Python packages. Select the file and go to the settings. Type interpreter, Python interpreter. Okay, so you need to select the Python interpreter, and you can see here the Python interpreter which you have selected when you created your first project. So Python 3.9 is our interpreter, and specific for that interpreter, what you can do, you can install some specific Python packages. So you just have to click on this plus icon and type request. So I'm going to install one Python package, that is request. Yeah, so you can select this Python package on the left side and you can see the description on the right hand section. If you select this option, you can install a specific version of the Python plugin, like you can install 2.20.1, and if you select these options, then you can type pip commands. So let's not do this, simply install the package. You can see the status of the package installation and the message. Now the package is installed successfully. It shows the message in the green color. If it is red, it means that there is something wrong. The package is not able to install. Check whether the request is, so request package is installed successfully. This is the version. You can see this particular icon. This icon is used to upgrade your particular Python package. So if you click on this, it's going to install your package to the latest version. So the request current version is 2.24 and the latest version will say 2.24, means your Python package is successfully upgraded. If you want to uninstall, then simply click on this particular icon, the minus icon. The request Python package is successfully uninstalled. It is not available here. Click on OK. So this is how you can install the PyCharm and you can configure the PyCharm for your project. That's it guys for this video. So if you enjoyed watching this video and found this tutorial helpful, then please like it, subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. That's it guys. See you in my next video tutorial. Till then, bye bye.